Hello everybody, it's Lewis Capaldi here, and this is my most requested live Ask Me Anything chat. I just want to say a big thank you and a big warm hug to my good pal Romeo and everyone at iHeartRadio for having me on tonight. My new single is called Before You Go and it's out now, so please go listen to it. Let's answer some questions. The first question from Sarah, who lives in Los Angeles, California. Oh, very fancy. And she says, congratulations on the 2 BRIT Awards. Where are they displayed? Well, as everyone knows, I'm a very humble man. I'm a very humble man, Sarah, and I do not like to show off any of my awards at all. There's Niall Horan. I try and stay as humble as possible, and I don't like showing off my awards and my accolades. But yeah, so the BRIT Awards are actually, they're quite heavy. They're quite heavy, and they also have a sharp bit on top. So what I've been using the BRIT Awards for is in my bedroom is where they are, underneath my pillow. And I'll tell you why, Sarah. I'll tell you why. Because if someone should come into my room at night, it's obviously lovely. So they'll maybe spy. If an intruder comes into my home and comes into my bedroom, they'll come in and they'll catch a glimpse of the BRIT Awards, perhaps underneath my pillow, and they'll say, "Oh, this is 2-time BRIT Award winning artist Lewis Capaldi's house I'm trying to rob." And just as they think that, Sarah, I grab the BRIT Award and I attack them with it. Because you have one side which is the blunt side, and I'll give them a smack with that, and then the other side which is a sharp, and which I will stun with that. So yeah, it's a very beautiful award, but also very good for bloodshed if necessary. Obviously I wouldn't attack someone with it, or if they didn't deserve it. But what I would do is, if someone was trying to cause me harm, or came into my family home uninvited, trying to steal my things, very good for just a sort of bang, 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 discombobulate the intruder. So to answer your question, Sarah, they're in my bedroom, and I will use them as weapons if I have to. I will use them as weapons. Okay, next question is from Claire from London, England, very close to me, just an hour flight from where I am. And she said, "I sob every time I listen to your music. How do I stop that from happening?" Thanks for listening. To the music, Claire. That means a lot. To try and stop sobbing when you're listening to my songs, what would I suggest? I would suggest, perhaps, while you're listening to my music, if the sobbing is really, really causing you issues, go out and chop some wood. I don't know if you're much of a lumberjack in your spare time, Claire, but I think for me, what I find when I am really, really sad, and I put on some of my saddest songs, instead of using that sadness for tears and actual sadness, get an axe. Get some good old fashioned, some wood, go logging, have your wood, and just chop away. So it'd be like, so before you go, do you know what I mean? Just chop away without a care in the world, Claire, and turn that sadness into anger, of course, because that's what you have to do. Turn that sadness into anger. That's what I would suggest, Claire. And yeah, if the tears still come, just do it while it's raining. If you're still crying, just chop the wood in the rain while you listen to the music. Thank you very much. Rebecca from Scotland says, "Who was your first celebrity crush?" Let me tell you, Rebecca. Let me spill the beans on that one. Let me lift the lid. It was one of the women in the Real Lady Marmalade video. Now, let me just find out. I can't remember which one. I can't remember which one. Who was it? I don't know off the top of my head. I can't remember the names. Basically, every woman in the Hey Sister Soul Sister, every woman, that was the first time I'd looked I looked at a music video, and I was watching it, and I said, "Oh, what? Oh, what's that over there? Is that something I enjoy?" Yep, yes, sir. There's a lot of lingerie. There's a lot of lingerie, and I was just a young boy when that came on. And let me tell you, for for a young man, that was truly a very we had some good times, and some good times watching that. So yes, all of the ladies that took part in the Lady Marmalade or Marmalade video were probably my first celebrity crushes. So yeah, there you are. Never told anyone that before. This next one is from Natalia from Milan, Italy, and she says, Lewis, what do you think about Niall's new album? Niall Horan, I'd imagine you're speaking about, and not my friend Niall Cox, who works at recruitment for a university. Niall Horan's new album is terrific. I'm a huge fan of his. Obviously, as you know, we're good friends, and obviously I have him here with me at all times. Oh God, I almost dropped my phone. Can you believe it? And yeah, so I think, I'm slipping. So yes, for me, that new Niall album is incredible. I love Flicker, but I think Heartbreak Weather, for me personally, just is something. Maybe it's just because it's new, but as it stands right now, I think Heartbreak Weather, is just really, for me, it's the songs are much more. I don't know, I prefer the songs on Heartbreak Weather. A first listen to Flicker, obviously I still love Flicker. But yeah, for me, Small Talk, Everywhere, every time you everywhere. I like how it's really fast. Again, I've only had a chance to listen to the album about 3 or 4 times. But Small Talk, Everywhere, and Still, I believe, which is the last song on the album, are my favourites. Those are my favourite 3. Check them out. If you haven't got the album, go get it. Heartbreak Weather, go get it. So yeah, so that's thanks for your question. My hair looks awful. Emily from Scotland says, why are you so attractive when you eat? The thing about that is, Emily, a lot of people don't realise when you eat, you should be, you should really be using as much, you should be opening your mouth as wide as possible, just to, because I read a study, and apparently the human brain finds very attractive when when people are like this. That is a study done by scientists. That's the most beautiful anyone can ever be. So just when you're eating, Emily, if you want to be as attractive as I am, just open your mouth as wide as possible, like almost like you're choking. You know what? Imagine, right, that you're a little baby bird, and your big mother bird, as she's up here, and she's got her, you know, what do? They chew it up, and they sick into the. You're a little baby bird, and your mum's sick is about to come into your mouth, and you go and just imagine you're receiving the sick from the mother bird's mouth, Emily. So thanks. That was I'm disgusted by myself. Andrea from NYC says, would you rather have 1 million pairs of sunglasses or 1 million pairs of hoodies? I think I would rather have 1 million, not 1 million pairs of hoodies, just 1 million hoodies. I would like 1 million hoodies. I'm a big fan of hoodies, but I don't know if you've noticed, I don't actually have that many. I don't understand how celebrities, like other singers and stuff, where are they getting all these clothes from? And how can they always? They never seem to wear the same thing twice. They never seem to wear. And I'm like, I wear the same thing all the time. Like, I don't listen. And even though listen, we all know my fashion set. I'm not exactly the most fashionable man. I like to wear Vans, and I like to wear jeans and t-shirts and hoodies, and that's it. And I feel comfortable in those clothes, and that's fine. But what I don't understand is even like how other people, if they would wear that, they would have lots of different things. And I don't. I only have my hoodies. I have the same hoodies. which is very confusing. How do they have the space to keep all this stuff? These celebrities, please let me know, because as you know now, big celebrity myself these days. Look what happened there. Celeb, stars in their eyes, me. So yeah, 1 million hoodies for sure, just because it'd be nice. I've got so many pictures of me at different events and I'm wearing the same stuff, and people are starting to talk. Paula from New Bet. This is the last question from Paula. Wait. From Paula, this is the last question, I believe. No. From Paula, this is the last question, I believe. How many pairs of Vans do you own? This is Paula from New Bedford, Massachusetts. Who knows? I only ever own like 2 pairs of shoes at one time. 1 pair of black Vans and 1 pair of Vans with a white stripe in them. Because if you're talking Vans, do you know the thing is? I wear Vans. Here's, let me spill the beans here. I wear Vans because I've got flat feet, and I love shoes and like the sneakers and like different types of trainers and stuff. But I can only ever wear that. So I own quite a lot of shoes that I don't wear, in terms of like a lot of like Nike shoes or Adidas shoes, or like, do you know what I mean, all these other Pumas, or like all these other brands I do own, but I buy them and then I wear them once and I'm like, my feet are so flat and fat that they're ruining the shoe, so I'll just keep the shoe at home and I'll own the shoe, but I'll wear Vans out. So that's why I always wear Vans, because I've got flat feet, and my feet always seem to spill over the edge of other shoes. So, but yeah, in terms of Vans, I have 2 pairs, 1 black pair, like all black, and then 1 black and white pair, and I'll just wear them until they're done, and then buy a new pair, and that's it. But yeah, a big thanks to Romeo for all his support and having me on Most Requested Live tonight to talk about Before You Go. I'll see you all very soon. I love you so much. If I wasn't in quarantine, I'd give you a hug. But once we're all through this, stay safe. Stay at home, wash your hands, and once we're all through this, it's a big hug and a big happy time for all of us. But yes, please stay safe, look after one another, and yes, Romeo, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.